so we are now seeing Riley Sexsmith versus Brandon Schmidt. Sexsmith in the NV Auto Subaru, and Brandon Schmidt, that mast powered S chassis. And here we go. Sexsmith out front. Schmidt in the chase position. Sexsmith locks him up. Look at that. Getting that car lifted up. Schmidt almost goes into him. Backs off a bit. Sexsmith ripping through the course. Here comes Schmidt.
Solid lead run there by Sexsmith out front. Probably the best lead run that we've seen so far. Dips a little tire there. You can see some sparks come up. And Schmidt just has some trouble from about this point forward. You can see he gets lost in the smoke line here. Really struggling to hold angle and stick with Sexsmith. Sexsmith just breezes through that last section and that outer zone and through that inside clip just very smoothly. Solid lead run by Sexsmith. Good start for him.
All right, so these guys blasting these clipping points. Hard-working track staff having to get out there and replace them. All right, so now Schmidt will be out front. Sexsmith in the chase position. And we should be clear to send. And there the lights are on, and now they're off, meaning it's send it time. Here we go, Schmidt out front. Sexsmith in the chase position. Nice job by Schmidt, really pulling away, great angle from Schmidt. Does not get to that front clip though. Now using all the course, throwing up some dirt, taking out that cone mid-course in the power rally. Whoa, Sexsmith almost getting into a fight with the cones, or excuse me, the tire wall.
Well, Jared, this is a reason why we're seeing a lot of these one more times. You've seen one driver go out, put down a pretty solid lead run, and then just not able to follow it back up on the chase. Sexsmith falling victim to kind of the same thing here, though not as extreme. You can see out front Schmidt using the entirety of the course, but drops 2 wheels, it looks like there, from the touch and go area. Sexsmith is able to close the door, narrowly hits the tire wall. Doesn't fall off too far, so we'll see if that's enough. Definitely Sexsmith had the better of the 2 leads, and it just will come down to the comparison of the chase runs here and to the driver who did better overall, as it looks like we're getting the next pair up here, but you can see just a tremendous amount of smoke out on the course. And now we go to the judges here.
All right, so Sexsmith and Schmidt waiting the outcome. Slide him left for Schmidt, right for Riley Sexsmith. And Ryan says Riley Sexsmith. Brian says Brandon Schmidt. Andy says Riley Sexsmith. So it is 2-1, and it's Sexsmith gets the win. What's that? Oh, sorry. Actually, there is a correction there. All of the judges sided with Riley Sexsmith. So the NV Auto Subaru BRZ. Now seeming to not have a problem warming up, huh? All right, so there it is. Now Andrew Haley in the burnout box. Ryan, you know, we're all about Pro 2 right now, but Pro Championship should be an exciting one tomorrow. What are you looking forward to?
Well, you know, in what would be a very rare feat, James Dean does have an opportunity to clinch the championship if you were to win the event and Frederick Oswald were to go out in the top 32 from at least the initial calculations that we've done. But you know, knowing Frederick Oswald, he will certainly try his best to make that not happen, and they are on the same side of the bracket, so that could potentially be an advantage or an opportunity for Osbo going in Irwindale if he was able to meet James Dean at some point on the left side of the bracket and defeat him. And this year I believe they are one win apiece, if I remember correctly.
One peach. They got impeached or they got a peach?
They both got one peach.
They got one peach.
But yeah, Osbo in Montreal and more recently in Seattle with James Dean. So, but lots of action tomorrow, and it's always great under the lights here. So, looking forward to it.
All right, so here we go, our final battle of the Great 8. Who is Kevin Lawrence going to be going against? Riley Sexsmith or Andrew Haitley? Sexsmith initiates. Wow, throwing some sparks there. Is Sexsmith. A little bit wonky there out of the gate for both the guys. Now into the power alley. Sexsmith ripping through the power alley. Haitley coming in hot. Shallows it up, does not get all the way to that outside zone as Sexsmith performed some surgery there on track, really flying through the course, Ryan.
Well, we saw something similar to this earlier in one of the battles with Sexsmith. He drops that tire, throws some sparks up, but pretty much maintains a nice, solid lead run throughout the entirety of this course. You can see he's got a gap here established from Haitley. Haitley trying to close the door here as Sexsmith comes into that second inside clip. Really does a great job filling that third outer zone. It just taps that last inside clip. But it was the chase run that really got to Sexsmith and caused some one more times for him. But hopefully he can learn from that. And Haitley himself also has an opportunity here to try to match that lead run of Riley Sexsmith.
Okay, now we are seeing we will see Haitley out front, Sexsmith in the chase position. All right, waiting for the officials to make sure everything is clear, and we are ready to go. Haitley out front, Sexsmith in the chase. Here goes Haitley, past the point of no return, gets into, oh, Sexsmith comes in hot, there's contact made. Let's take a look here again. There was contact made. Who was at fault? Was there slowing? Was there speeding? What's going on?
Well, here we go. Let's take a look at it here. Haitley, you can see right there. Looks like he slows a little bit there. Now, there is going to be some slow down on the initiation, but the judges do want you to get right back on throttle as soon as possible. And this is an area that we have seen things like this happen in the past. Here it is, slowed down a little bit. You can see Haitley. Now let's watch the rear wheel, see if we can see anything. You can see the contact there. Sexsmith got on the brakes and then started accelerating, expecting Haitley to accelerate, I think. And then there was contact again. Here it is right here. You can see a little bit of decel there from Haitley, apparently at first pass from me. And then the run is over. So Ryan, any chance for you to digest what happened there? What do you think?
Yeah, so there's a very slight slowdown basically before outside zone 1. In this case, it looks like Haitley initiated. He's still on the brakes past the zone. There's no smoke. His car seems to be unwinding. Once Riley hits him, he actually goes to angle and then for some reason drives off to the side. It looked like getting tapped like that actually got him to the angle he should have been at before he got hit. So in my eyes, it looked like Haitley was slowing down in that area where he shouldn't have been.
All right, so the judges scrutinizing the runs, and now the two drivers await. One of these gentlemen is going against Kevin Lawrence in the Final Four. Again, this is the final battle of the grade 8. Slide them left for Haley and right for Riley Sexsmith. Riley Sexsmith advances on, and he is going to the final 4. Our final 4 is set. As I said, Sexsmith will be going against Kevin Lawrence, but first we will be seeing Ula Yeager versus Alec Robbins. And Kevin Lawrence and Riley Sexsmith. There is Kevin Lawrence warming up his Hankook tires. Riley Sexsmith. Sexsmith in that NV Auto Subaru BRZ. Now it's his turn to warm up his tires. The winner to go against Ola Yeager in the finals, and notably Kevin Lawrence going for not only the victory here, but then eventually against Yeager if he takes down Sexsmith, and he would grab the victory in grandiose fashion because he would take the 2017 championship home as well. All right, so the guys are ready, the tires are warmed, and here we go. Kevin Lawrence qualified second, Riley Sexsmith qualified third. This should be an equally paired matchup here between Lawrence and Sexsmith. And away they go from the start line. Let's see if Lawrence can throw it down. Good initiation from Lawrence, good degree of angle. Sexsmith lacking the angle, gaining ground on him. Lawrence, little shimming into that outer zone. Sexsmith goes wide, throwing some sparks and a lot of dirt up in the air. And Kevin Lawrence continues the paces, takes out that final front clip.
Well, Kevin Lawrence is certainly looking down the pipe of playing a very impossible card and getting to the end of it here, because he starts off with a pretty strong lead run, and we see just that mistake right there. But you can see that Sexsmith goes off course quite a bit, makes a large mistake of his own, and allows Kevin Lawrence to fill that third outer zone with him nowhere to be seen, Sexsmith that is, and then crossing the finish line. So just that tiny little flub from Lawrence right before that second outer zone, but overall pretty good lead run. Meanwhile, Sexsmith, quite a big mistake through the power alley.
Okay, so now Sexsmith will be out front. Sexsmith, a rally racer as well, as Lantain was kind of joking as well. He thought he was in his STI. I thought he was rallying there, getting into the dirt, throwing up some dust. And looks like the track is back up and ready to be run. The winner to go against Ula Yeager. The loser of this battle will grab third place, and the winner against Yeager in the finals. Sexsmith will be out front, Lawrence in the chase position. And here goes Sexsmith. Throws it in, Lawrence throwing it out there. A lot of sparks dropping from the back end of Sexsmith's car. Sexsmith ripping into the power alley. Into that final outer zone goes Sexsmith. Lawrence shores it up quite a bit. And around that final clip. Would have liked to seen Lawrence be a little more aggressive here, but no major mistakes outside of some of the zones.
Well, pretty standard move right there on initiation from Sexsmith. He's been doing that all night long, dropping those sparks. He's had some of the better lead runs here. He too makes a little bit of a flub, like kind of a correction right there before outer zone number 2. Misses that second inside clip, but blazing through here. You have to say that Lawrence had the better of the leads, it looks like. Now it's going to come down to the comparison of the chases. And we saw Sexsmith go off course. So on paper, that might be enough for Lawrence to do the near impossible, even though he did have a little bit of distance there between him and Sexsmith on his chase run. Sexsmith did go off course quite a bit.
All right, so the smoke still looming in the air. You can see Big Haas. Sexsmith and Lawrence slide them left and right, and there they go. Kevin Lawrence is going to the finals. Edging out that of Travis Reeder, and then of course of Matt Van Kirk. All right, bring them right there in front of the stands. All right, as these three final podium finishers here in Texas, make some noise for all three of them. As they step outside of their vehicles, make some noise for our top three finishers. First up, we know who got third place. Third place here at the final round of the Pro 2 Championship in the Envy Auto Subaru BRZ. Make some noise for Riley Sexsmith. Here's your third place finisher. Again, big round of applause for all the drivers throughout the Pro 2 Championship this season. It's been one for the books. These are the rising stars. Are we going to see them in Pro next year? We will soon find out. And now finally, your winner here at Texas Motor Speedway, playing the final round, round 4 of the Black Magic Pro 2 Formula Drift Championship presented by Blackview Dash Cameras. Again, if Kevin Lawrence is handed the victory or earns the victory, he will be your 2017 Pro 2 champion, with Travis Reeder in second, and then that of Matt Van Kirk in third. Your winner here at Texas Motor Speedway, the final round, is Kevin Lawrence. It's unanimous. Kevin Lawrence gets the victory, and he is your winner here at Texas Motor Speedway and your 2017 Pro 2 champion in the Juku Racing, BC Racing Hankook Tires S chassis. That means from Norway, Ulla Jaeger. Ulla Jaeger giving him a hug. Second place here in the Japan Auto Toyota Supra. Jaeger in second and Sexsmith in third. Congratulations.
This presentation of Formula Drift has been brought to you by Black Magic, Own Your Shine, Air Force, Aim High, Hankook Tire, Driving Emotion, Alden Tire, Nuts with Complex 6 for high performance energy.